Hey, Mark Ramsey. I'm here with Megan Kennedy from Local Media San Diego. Megan is the Integrated Media Sales Manager, and Megan's here because I want to talk about streaming. There's a thing going around in the industry right now, promulgated by some of the people very high in the echelons of the radio industry, saying there's no money to be made in streaming, and I don't know anybody who's making money in streaming. Both of those things are a myth. I think it's a very dangerous myth because, in fact, there are people making money in streaming, and Megan here is one. Megan, you're integrated media sales manager of Local Media San Diego. Tell me about the cluster, first of all.
So we have 3 stations in our cluster, 91X, Z90, and Magic 92.5. And all 3 are heritage stations. 91X is over 30 years old, Z90 is almost 25, Magic is 16. So we really have a lot of loyal brand followers here in San Diego. And we've been around for a long time, and we love San Diego. So it's top 40 alternative and rhythmic AC.
And good ratings.
And great ratings, yes.
Okay, you had a choice at one point as a company, and your choice was, gosh, we stream these brands, we have these brands over the air. We could simulcast the over-the-air brands on the streams and not worry about monetizing the streams separately, as some stations, some broadcasters are doing. You decided not to do that. You decided not to simulcast. Why?
Back in 2012, we took a look at how we break out our digital advertising and the assets that we have to sell. So we originally just had spot and event and digital. So we took time to say, where is all the revenue coming from? Let's really make sure we're monetizing everything to its full extent. And streaming was one of our top revenue producers. So it's something that we really want to focus on. There's a lot of revenue opportunity, and it's something that we're making money on, and it's very profitable for the company.
So you are making money on streaming.
We are, yes. I'm happy
I just
to
want
say
to get
that.
that message out. So give me a sense, without disclosing anything confidential or proprietary, give me a sense of what the numbers are like in terms of the scale and the percentage.
Yeah, we're low to mid 6 figures on just streaming per year, just streaming alone. So it's about 20% of our digital revenue. So it's high up there, and it's something that we can just see the growth potential.
Is it safe to say that you're not borrowing from one pocket to fill the other? This is fresh found money,
Absolutely safe to say that, yes. We definitely, that would make no financial sense for us to just shift dollars. So we want to separate out our revenue streams, and we do a great job of doing that. We provide value for our clients, we create the value, and we make sure they understand what they're buying and how they're buying it.
Well, let's talk about that. I mean, give me a sense of how you go about selling it. I mean, what's the pitch? What are the metrics you provide? And what are the packages? What are the packages like, to the degree that you want to disclose that? How do you go about selling it?
Everything is customized per client, so we don't have any cookie cutter packages where here's your streaming package, go ahead and buy this. We make sure that we're talking to each advertiser, finding out what their needs are, and then they are usually in conjunction with an on-air buy. So we say, here's your on-air schedule, here's your streaming schedule, and the reason you want to do both is because people are listening to the radio at different times than they're listening on their stream. So for example, I work at a radio station. I don't have a radio here in my office. I listen online while I'm at work. So you're reaching people however they're interacting with our properties. So it makes complete sense to buy both. It's cost effective, and then no matter how our listeners are interacting with us, the advertiser has the opportunity to reach them.
Now, are these advertisers that are working with you, that are buying streaming, to what degree are they traditional radio advertisers? To what degree are they digital advertisers?
Right now, it's about 90% traditional advertisers. Our goal is to get into more digital agencies, but we're converting the digital or the radio buyer and just letting them know the value, and pushing back. There is some pushback where, oh no, I don't want streaming. Well, why wouldn't you want streaming? Why wouldn't you want to reach people however they're interacting with us? And we can track it. We use Triton Digital, Ando, so we can give them affidavit reports and show them how many impressions they received. So
how do you go about, I don't want to get into the exact pricing, but how do you go about pricing the stream vis-a-vis the over-the-air?
Well, it's funny because I've been in this industry for a few years now, and we've tried a lot of different things at this station and other stations that I've worked for, and trying to do rates where you're going really low and you're selling your packaging, but then it doesn't create the value. So there is a lot of value there, and I strongly believe that. So it's kind of been a trial and error over the past 10 years, but you show them, here's what you're getting, and we have the reporting to follow it up. So the pricing has been pretty consistent, and it's something, I mean, I don't know how to not say what we're pricing.
And I don't want you to say.
But it's a good amount, but it's a fair price for the client.
Price.
Yeah.
Now, why do clients buy it? I mean, they could just plow more money into the over-the-air, right? Why do they buy streaming?
You have fewer commercials on the stream, so you can get more frequency, and we can do smaller day parts. We can track it. We can have the 300 by 250 companion ads. You have the visual element as well. So there's a lot of different reasons that people can buy it, and they have different objectives. So you can say, open your media player now and click on the banner. We don't see a lot of click-throughs. It's mostly just the audio streaming, but people have the different capabilities and the abilities to manipulate their creative to fit the online stream.
And I think you mentioned a really important point, which is the actual, because you're not simulcasting, you're able to present it as a different version
Correct.
of Z90, a different
Correct.
version of 91X, a version that has fewer commercials, which
Yep.
is, an attraction right there, both to advertisers and to consumers.
Right.
And also because you have to fill the time that would be associated with over-the-air spots,
Yeah.
you're able to put in songs that
More songs.
might more music, but also songs that might not appear on air. So you're able to present it as infused with a fresher music mix, so it actually becomes a different value proposition
Correct.
from the over-the-air one.
Yeah, and it's something where we can test songs and we can put them on the stream, and we even will have promos that say you won't hear this on air, and we'll play it and we'll test it and we'll just see how people are interacting with it. And it's something where we can put more music on the stream than we do on air until it gets up to the on-air capabilities.
So what's interesting about that is you've taken the existing stations you have, and rather than consider the stream to be the same thing on a different platform,
Right.
you've essentially created new radio stations.
Yeah,
And in fact,
that's
some
how
of-
we look at it.
And some of your streams, in fact, are new radio stations, aren't they?
Correct. Yes. So they're separate radio stations, and that's our goal moving forward in 2015 too, is to do more category specific stations within the umbrella of the stream. So you can listen to reggae, for example, just a reggae channel, a resurrection channel. I mean, there's so many different options that we can provide to our listeners and our consumers, and then to our advertisers.
In terms of percentage, how do you expect streaming revenue to grow next year?
I think it's a consistent growth. The funny thing is that you don't have one huge advertiser that buys everything. It's little by little, but it adds up, and that's the most amazing thing. So I could see it growing at least 5-10% year after year for the next coming years. We want to definitely keep that and grow that revenue.
And these advertisers that are in on streaming, are they big advertisers, small advertisers?
Combination, a lot of big advertisers, a lot of our big
In the
advertisers.
big categories.
And huge categories. And then we do get some of the smaller advertisers that come in, and then we grow them up, and then they'll be a bigger advertiser eventually. So it's a good stepping stone.
So true or false? You can sell streaming, you can make money from streaming.
True.
Megan Kennedy is the Integrated Media Sales Manager for Local Media San Diego, a very big broadcast group here in San Diego. Megan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mark.